Um, what we got here? We're on Thursday, man. We're on Thursday, December the 11th. Wow, that's a long one. Anyway, so I've been off on some other things. I haven't done much, so thought I'd take today. Excuse me, and um, get catch up on some of these things. Get some product out there for people to watch if they're interested. So okay, so this is for bidfta. All right. Let me find my screen here. Okay. As a reseller, I'm in a bad slump now. Luckily, about a month ago, I sold off a bunch of high end stuff. I brought in several $1,000s in cash, so I was flush with cash, but hey, it's nothing to buy. Not for me. I mean, are you going to load up on air conditioners right now? Is that what you want? Man, you're gonna get them cheap, but man, you got to store them and you got to wait. Now, luckily, it is December, so you're talking about May, June when you can start selling them. July, August when you get the max, and then market's done. But people still buy them. The people who are buying them, they might be down in Florida or something. They return them, but they come through Cincinnati for the most part. So it's really it's really a rough deal, you know. Um, so for me, I'm not in on it. Now, the one thing that had happened to me here recently, um, just my wife was off on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and so I was able to buy some things out of Strongsville, Ohio. I ran up, I was happy. Everything was like it was supposed to be. Doesn't happen very often in this business, but it was okay. Um, but as a reseller, I just don't see. Let's see, what did that air conditioner go for? Um, Coffee mug, dumbbell. Oh, that's humidifier. I need a humidifier actually. Apple Core. Interesting. 8-inch mattress. I can't touch them. Hard fold tonneau cover, $50. I haven't really looked at the Amazon pricings. They had been at 450 to 500. Yeah, if the generic hard folds are going down to 250, you're done. There's no value in that at all. I mean, okay, you got a Medea as is. Say they paid $40. Um, it's the bottom of the box. I don't know. They didn't. The bottom was missing, so something's been. With the air conditioners, when you flip them upside, you can just take the straps off. Okay, they're loose enough. Usually, you got them crisscross. You got two each way. You can undo them, and then if you don't want it, you put it back together, and everybody goes, "Oh, it's new." So since the bottom wasn't put back in, everybody knows it's not new. Um, 30 bucks, you take your chance. But unfortunately, that's a for me. That's a 4 hour, little over 4 hour drive, and I'm just not really into that. Right now, it's just not where I want to be. Uh, got a stroller here. You got a TV on School Road. Um, you got a cheap generic treadmill. Edwin Moses. What's this? A gaming center? Leggings. Yeah, just what I need. Some leggings, to Wear tight and turn on the girls. Portable gaming center. Interesting. 22-inch game. Pac-Man. Huh. That's interesting. Right now they're over 50%, and unfortunately it says good condition, but guess what? That's you're not going to get no money back. If you're wrong, there's no money back on it. I hate to spoil somebody's party, but that's just the truth. All right, here's a lower end car seat or a mid-level car seat. Asus Pro Art. Let's see what that is. Now these gel blasters, I've been seeing a ton of those things. I saw them on accident, and I was going to bid for my church, but I'm like, nah, that's probably a bad idea. Um, I don't know. I couldn't see anybody being happy out of that. Sweet almond oil. Now that would be interesting. And honestly, those are things that I'm getting from this. I gotta check my reading stuff. I gotta get me some a full reading glasses because I'm always looking up for this thing. Um, buying stuff for the house is usually one of the best things that happens. A display, a monitor of some kind, but 350 retail, so it's not a big deal. Headlamps, that's where you would fit in good. You get some headlamps, some headlights for your car. Um, that would be a good deal. Resale, yeah, you're gonna make about $5 maybe. Spend $20 in gas and time, maybe more. Oh, paper, labels. Ooh, I need labels. I actually need labels. Oh, nice little trash can. White balls. That's a case of white balls. Now that is no, that's one box. That's not a case. Of, that's not a case. That's a box. Unfortunately. Rubber bands. Dividers. No. Where's 3x? I don't. That's $1. That's not a bad. That's a good deal actually. 1 1/3 by 3. That I like. I need to label up my boxes as I get more into eBay. There you go. Okay. Get off of here. There's some boots. It's Makita. That's in Rogers, Arkansas. Yeah, that's a really good help. Toasters, coffee makers, but that's in Georgetown. And for me, that's I screw myself because I get one thing that's a good deal, but then if you don't get nothing else to go with it, now you're stuck. Oh, I'm gonna make 150 bucks on this thing. Well, now I'm gonna spend, 4 hours of my day running down to Georgetown, Kentucky, plus gas, and hope that it's right. That's my problem right there. So if you don't get that second item, or say you get there and your item's missing, now you've driven all that way for nothing. And that's a real bummer right there, let me tell you. You got a snowblower, a Greenworks. That wouldn't be a bad deal. Uh, Now they got these T-shirts going on. The bidding starting bids at $1. So for me, honestly, if you bought 72, you're gonna spend $100. You can just go over to their store and buy 72 and spend $76 after tax. And now if it's the right color and all that, whatever, you're not near the Springdale location. Yeah, that's totally understandable. Do understand that. Uh, These are cool, little collapsible trash can for leaves and stuff. Little trimmers. I bought some of these before. The little trimmers. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. You get them. They pumped whoever. They just liquidated a whole slew of them, and um, they got a good deal. So they passed it on. Everybody got to buy them cheap. Whatever. Uh, This here, they're six and they're starting at $1 a piece. So for me, I bought some before they weren't at that price. Ooh, cheese bakes. Now that sounds good. Books, Stolen Youth. If you're a conservative, that'd be a good book. But there's a case of them, and I just feel sad that somebody wrote that book and now they got kicked out of Amazon. Honestly, that's what it looks like. Greenworks 80 volt. Ah, man. There's a charger. And that looks like the battery right there. Be honest with you. That looks like a battery. I don't really want to spend that kind of money right now. So, but I mean, it did look $71. You know, um, now they got a lot of these T-shirt presses right now. They got a lot of them. Graco sprayers right here. Um, I don't know. You're gonna take a chance if it's used or not. Here is I'm not sure which car seat that is. If it's the Turn for Me from Graco. Here's some boots, work lights. Now those are cool right here, the LEDs, because they just don't get as hot, suck as much energy. So that's what I like. If it's rechargeable, that's a lot better. The Upper Baby, I sell Upper Baby when I can. They don't, that's a whole nother bad story. But the funny part is the second seat, the rumble seat, man, those suckers go for a lot of money. Not gonna lie, they go for a lot of money. Ah, shoulder vacuum, and not interested. Looks like sheets there. No, thank you. I'm not sure. This is an off-brand chair. Now, this here got my attention. I got to see what it goes for. Yeah, I'm not. No, not doing that one. Let's see. Come on, real quick. Garlic press. A photo cutter. Okay. Now, I was just telling myself last night, I need a photo cutter, right? I need a photo cutter. Just not going to live without one, right? I mean, that's what everybody wants, right? That's what everybody wants is a photo cutter. And that'd be, if I was going to do a giveaway, that motorcycle thing would be a good giveaway. The headset, if it's not that good, there, there's really no big love lost. Um, I wouldn't buy it for myself. I might buy it and try it, do a review, but otherwise, no. 14-inch hybrid mattress, no brand. That's what Amazon wants. They want you to accept no brand, no brand name. All right, so this is at 111 right now. That's got me. It's got me messed up. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I am totally messed up on it. I'm not seeing how big it is. It's as is. So looks like. So the thing that tells me they might have it right is the LPN number. If they got a manifested list and there's an LPN number right there, then it should be semi-accurate. Okay, Hero Kiddo. Okay, I can see the label on the box. They just adjusted the box because once you inflate this sucker, it don't go back in. Let's not lie. It just doesn't go back in. So with that, you gotta deal with that. So I think I'm gonna. It's on my watch list, and there's several other items. So I could take Tuesday or Wednesday and run up to Strongsville, and if I catch something in Columbus, I could just make that stop on the way back. That's the way I'm looking because I'm looking if I can. The bad part is you buy one thing and then the rest don't work out. That sucks. Let me tell you that Royals suck. Um, I did see a. Oh my god, a little muzzle. Oh, look at this sucker. This is so funny. A muzzle for a French bulldog. Oh my goodness, that is funny. Um, Now I'd be looking for this manual heat press because um, I'm getting ready to switch over. I've been doing some vinyl and I suck at it. I'm tell you the truth. I got a Cricut, and I don't. When you're gonna try and do some stuff with purpose, you got to set in and read the instructions and pay it. And I got vinyl with different heat settings and all of that, and it's like, oh man. So I need to get one standard fleece. Eh, it's not for me. But I know who this would be for. I've always got something in mind, right? I've always got something up my sleeve. Okay, where are we at on this video? 20 minutes. All right, we'll go a few more minutes here. Oh, That's a weird tricycle thing. Cheap guitar, sorry. It's just cheap. It's just Fastrack. Stuff just rings of cheap. That's what it is. It's not a, they get what they get. Let's see here. Let's see what you got here. 27-inch monitor, as is. Yeah, good luck. Well, that's just a recliner. Not not doing me no good. Laser cutter and engraver. Now that there could be some value. X Tool is actually a good brand in the uh, DTF printing. Um, okay, rockers for a Razor ATV. Uh, Cake drum board. Jet Pro Shop fence assembly. Okay. Metal shopping bag rack. Yeah. Crowbar set. Laundry bags. I thought that might be a set of 6. And there's another set of the Polaris bars. Huh, interesting. Excuse me. Drive shaft. BMW. Okay, wrong one. Wish I could find one for my Ford. All right, here you go, Komodo, like new. So the Komodo Joe, that would be a good deal. I mean, if you're going to use it, not much profit left at that price though. Just not. Just what it is, right? Uh Markers, they got a bunch of markers going on right now. So if you want them for your kids, that's a good deal. An inflatable whatever entrance zone. Motorcycle jacket. Drop ankle bracelet. I'll just put and look at it later. Again, these little sleepers for kids. They just, you know, I'm gonna donate them, so I don't want to pay no money. I'm not gonna lie. Uh Here's a transport wheelchair. Okay. Here's a printer bottom. Looks like I'm not sure what that's for, and a pressure washer. Pressure washers go high, and I don't understand that part of the game. Riding boots. Even the O'Neill brand, they're $100 and something. So if it's a knockoff, it's gonna be nothing. I wouldn't. Here's a wood engraver. Strongsville, they got a drum set. Uh, Okay. Ah, well, not seeing anything much. Chromebook. Okay, that's a Beaver, and that's got no value. Drum set is $1,500. Says new. As is not tested, but like new. That is okay. I'm out on that. That is that. Now that part is a lie. I'm gonna say that is a lie, and I don't like that at all. All right. RX bars 10 count. We'll see. I've never seen them before. They get these various ones in there. These honey stinger things. I don't know. A lot of these, a lot of them. I bought a thing of oatmeal, and that sucker was just jammed with uh, uh, artificial sweetener. I was like, oh my god, it was horrible. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have me some nice oatmeal. Oh, Jesus. I threw that stuff straight in the trash. I'm gonna have to look up the breast cancer stuff because some people they want to give stuff away, and my babysitter, she's got a donut trolley, and so they'll be doing stuff for she don't spend the money, but it's like if I can find some of this breast cancer stuff and give it to her. We have that kind of relationship. She helps me with some things. So if I can, I'm going to have to search on that for a minute. But guess what? I'll probably find more of that than I will stuff of resale value. Mattresses, horrible. DLP projectors. I've got to see what this is. They got the HVAC mini split, and I have not had the time to look into that. I just have not. I need to, but I haven't. Sorry, it just hasn't worked out. Paddle boats or paddle boards. I don't know. I don't know. Snowsuits. Let's see what you got here. Wall diamond design. Presto. I got the paper towels from a while back. Yeah, it's debatable. $270. Wow, it's up to $30. Wow. Didn't see that coming, but hey, you don't get a whole lot of um, good brand stuff that's got value. I don't get into women's leggings, stuff like that. No, no way. Kamala Harris t-shirt. I need to look up the coats, see what kind of coats I can find. All right. Mason here, they've got some small stuff. Looks like they got some motherboards. Crib. They got two items. One's a crib. Now, if you can get these bumper cars, I want to see. These are like $400, and I don't know what the resale value. They got these mini splits here. I've got to look up because boy, if you don't get it complete, you know, and you got to sell them to a guy who does HVAC so he can log it under him and get the warranty. Otherwise, There's no warranty on these things, and that's not a thing that these guys doing HVAC want, is to install something and it's bad. Um, I had a landlord down in Nashville, and he just outright said, "Look, man, I got to get them at this price because of the warranty and blah blah blah." And I mean, I sent him the link. I wasn't trying to make money on him, just cover my expense and hook him up because he was a good man. And so when you're not trying to make money off someone and they still turn you down, that's um, that's a bad sign right there. That's a bad sign. Wow, $35 biker flannel biker shirt, extra large. Huh. All right, real quick, let's get through this. Fogger for mold. Battery powered sprayer. That was just $80. Now, I forgot what I was looking for. What was on the main page? Padded moving blankets. Filament respooler. Oh, man. I just don't want to get into that stuff, right? Okay. Well, this here, you got your flap disc for your grinder. That would be okay. Still not seeing what I was looking for. The Bowflex. New, like new. All right. That's a good deal right there. I'm in on that. And that's one box. Not sure. They used to have the Blaze and Excel and Exceed, but guess they got rid of all that. Okay. What else? Your outdoor lighting up here. You got a bike. Jeep. Dana axles. Front axle, $1,600. That's tonight. I'd have to pick up this weekend. I hate Mansfield being a weekend thing. Oh well. It is what it is. The pallets. I don't touch their pallets unless you can see it. That has no value. Here's the Graco Turn for Me car seat. These HP printers, there's really not much value. Your ThinkPad is a 14-inch 5th generation. Of course, you've got over in Rogers, Arkansas, you got this Ashley insert, fireplace insert. It's in, of course, it's where I can't get it, right? And I'll be honest, they went so expensive lately. It's not worth it for me at all, at all. I mean, and right now the bed frames, I picked up a bunch of bed frames last week. Now they're all in um Rogers, Arkansas, and I don't think that's something that I can work with. I'd have to have a big load, and because when you buy it, I can't put ads up in time to make sales, so it's going to be a pure expense going. Uh, wow, one box. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not going to work out for you. All right. One more. Okay, here's your carport. Up a baby. They don't have much up a baby going on right now. The car seat business, I don't understand. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not understand it. Oh, what do we got here? Uh Rain guards for a '04 to '09 Toyota. Yeah. 10-watt laser engraver. $500. I gotta look up. I've got a bunch of mugs. I need to engrave them properly. And I think that would be the honest way to do it. I don't want to pay somebody. I'd rather screw one or two up and then do it that way. Huh. All right, guys. I think this is the end of this video. Got a grill cover. It's probably not the grill. It's probably the grill cover. A rock tumbler. High-end electronics here. DJI, the drone. You got a drone. New sofas. $500 value. I'm not even going close to that. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. We'll see you on the next round. All right. Thank you.